we believe that we are changing the face of aging one client at a time.
Homeinstead Senior Care takes a real effort in understanding the unique needs of every family that we go to visit. What we want to be able to do is ensure that the caregiver has the best opportunity to form a lasting relationship with the family that they're providing the service to.
The difference really is in the caregivers, the people we select, those that we want to place in the homes. We want to make sure we get it absolutely right. It's in the interests of the family that we have the best possible person to look after their loved ones. So that's what we've specialised in the recruitment side, in the checking, the background clearances, etc. It's very, very important.
Our services are monitored and supervised by registered nurses, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The favourite part for me is getting out there and meeting the clients. Often we'll get a call from a family member, but it's when you really get to meet the client themselves and really feel what their fears are and their worries about care, and putting their minds at rest, finding out for them what sort of a person that they would like to share their life with, in terms of, you know, for a couple of hours a day maybe, and then coming back to them with the caregiver that you've handpicked for them, because I suppose I really feel that compatibility is the most important thing, so I really try and match that up. And then when you've brought the caregiver back to meet the client and you let them get acquainted and seeing the delight and the relief, and all the fear is gone, and that's the best bit.
We have home visits where I would go out and meet the family. It's a no obligation visit. We ensure that you're brought through the whole process. You'll hear about tax relief, you'll understand how we do our selection of caregivers. We'll work out a care plan. We'll go through the whole profile of the loved one to work out what time they get up in the morning, what meals they have, what medication is needed to be taken. And we'll work out a care plan between us. And from there, we'll work out a budget that's suitable, that you can afford, and that will work for the family. And we will start service from a matter of a few hours right up to, you know, as I say, 24/7.
One thing I've noticed is the energy that's required by the family to make the links with the various parts of the community that are delivering wonderful care, such as the Parkinson's Society, the Alzheimer's Society. All the different strands within the HSE takes huge energy, and again, that's where we can come into play, is because we have those relationships and because we already have done that groundwork effectively, we can link up families with the parts of the organisation they didn't even know existed.
Whether we're just going in delivering a couple of hours care at a companionship level through to high level care, personal level, our care can make such a big difference to people, whether it's the companion, the friendship, the interaction with somebody coming into their home, or delivering essential care to make it possible for people to live at home. Being able to deliver care to people in their homes, for me, is very close to heart, because I see it's a much better way of delivering care. Being a nurse, I'd much rather see somebody receiving care in their home where they want to be.
One of the biggest challenges I face when I go out to a family in their home is that mum and dad can resist the idea of looking for help. And in lots of cases that's because they feel it's the first step towards loss of independence, where our philosophy is actually giving back that independence. And one of the great things that Michael Noonan TD established in a recent interview on RTE was how, no matter who you are, it is okay to look for help and support. And the more help and support you can gain from family, from relations, from neighbours, or indeed from Homeinstead, the better it will be for all concerned, and the better support and care that can be delivered.
What becomes critically important in how we provide service is not just a matter of having the next person on the roster head off for their next particular client. Critically important is ensuring that we have somebody that fully meets that person's needs, is as compatible as possible to help that in a personal way, in a friendly way, so that it becomes more than just providing a service. And indeed, that really is the difference between, well, that's the difference between Homeinstead Senior Care and everyone else.
I think the services we provide are second to none. I think it's like the Rolls Royce of home care services.
I'm very proud to be involved in this organisation, Homeinstead Senior Care. It never ceases to amaze me every time I go out and meet families and see exactly how good a job caregivers are doing, because really it's extremely rewarding. A lot of families don't really realise how good this service can be to them and their lives and their loved ones until they actually see it in practice.